Welcome back to Tucci's Takes podcast. It's been a while. Sorry about all the issues. Instagram got hacked. Work schedule has been hectic, but we are back. But the good news is the Rangers are killing it right now.
So we're
And
back.
What a comeback. 3-1 down to the freaking mighty Penguins.
How about that,
And they
huh?
come back and win a series. Wow, that was eventful. I don't know how many
Mighty
hockey
Penguins
fans we got
or
out
mini
there,
Penguins?
they're dead Penguins.
Yeah.
Jeez, but at the same time though, you do have to give them credit because they still have like one of the best offensive teams in the NHL. But I mean, the main thing is they're just getting like old. But other than that, I mean, that was still phenomenal. That was absolutely phenomenal.
They played great hockey. They really did. I was a little upset about how many shots on goal they had yesterday because they were like 43. I think it was like to 25, 26.
Yeah.
So I thought a little less in that column. But
that's where Shesterkin kind of came in clutch because there was like a lot of doubts, especially with like the games in what's it called, Pittsburgh, where he was just playing terribly. But
it was incredible.
He came through when he needed to come through. So
yeah,
you cannot argue about that.
He went from Shitsturkin to Shisturkin to
exactly.
Yeah, but you know what? This is why I think the Rangers are going to go far now, and it's really weird to say this, but the fact that he overcame this playoff series after having 2 extremely bad games and being able to get out of that, first ever series in the playoffs, and the fact that they won it, I think now he's got some experience under his belt. And I think that's going to help the Rangers and him long term.
So those first couple of games where he looked shook, he didn't have the experience. Now he's got the experience, so we'll see where it takes him. It could go anywhere. And it could mean a lot for this season. It could mean a lot for next season, the season after.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that they were able to move on to the next series now he's got that experience. He had a rocky start, pulled it back together, looked amazing. Now that might prove to be the difference in these playoffs.
And Zibanejad, wow, man, my God. He was
I picked the wrong guys last night, Jimmy.
Dude.
I know.
Adam Fox.
I was pulling for you for old Foxy there, man.
I mean,
oh my God. And I almost picked Panarin, Zibanejad. I almost picked either both of them or one of them instead. I was like, I don't know. I'll go with Fox. Ugh.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. But I mean, Kreider's really becoming like the goal scorer of the team, which is beautiful.
Well, I obviously had him, but
yeah, I know that, but yeah, but you never know with them. But the biggest thing with this next series in Carolina is Carolina's good at home, and they have home ice advantage.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be the main thing. If Shesterkin can kind of bounce off of this away feeling, then they'll be fine because.
And that's what he did though in Game 6 in Pittsburgh. I really do.
Yeah, the Boston series, like every home team has won in that game.
Hey, what are you lighting up over there, pal? I think it's lit.
This segment is brought to you by Newport Red 100s.
Christ.
But yeah, I mean, Calgary winning the big series against Dallas. I saw that last night.
Battle of Alberta is going to be good. I can't wait for that.
Oh, my God. Move to Canada, bro.
Oh, sorry. Jesus Christ.
We have, honestly,
Battle of Alberta.
Hurricanes big. I think the Avalanche are going to win their next series. I know they had some time off, but watching them play that first series, they were just a dominant hockey team.
Yeah, they were.
I really do know they're going all the way this year.
Although I think they're losing because my girl, I love her to death, but all year long she's been on 2 teams, the Phoenix Suns and the Avalanche, and we saw what happened to the Suns, so I don't have a whole lot of hope for the Avalanche.
Speaking of basketball.
Oh, God, yeah. How about the Suns?
I guess we'll get in this real quick. So the Suns with an absolute devastating Game 7. I mean, you couldn't have played any worse than they have.
Basura.
And it's really sad. And, I was listening to First Take today with Stephen A. and Patrick Beverly was on and JJ Redick. And they were just talking about, like, Chris Paul was dealing with a quad injury, which they said after the game in a sense, but he didn't want to use that as to blame, which I'm not going to either, because the whole team shot horribly. I mean, they were down by literally 46 points at the most, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
46 points. Like, the game was over in the second quarter.
Yeah.
Luka Doncic had 27 points. That's what they had all of their first half.
Yeah.
Luka took
over. They got molly-whopped.
Yeah.
Luka
literally.
Absolutely took over that.
So I think the Mavericks are going to give the Warriors some fun, but I do think the Warriors are going to beat them in 6 and return back to the final. I do.
I agree. I think the Warriors beat them, but if and Jose Trevino hit
just hit a 3-run home run.
Yep, I saw that too.
Can't wait to get into some baseball. Let's go.
But if Luka goes all out, superstar Luka, could be a problem.
Well, here's the thing, and Luka's going to do his thing, and I'm not really too worried about that.
Right.
The thing is they're not.
He's going to come drop 38 every night.
That's the point, and they're not going to be able to stop all the shooting. Jordan Poole has become a literal star. You have Clay. Game 6 Clay, by the way, is a real thing. It's disgusting.
Game 6, I love it.
And then you have Steph, and we all know who Steph Curry is. So I do expect the Warriors to go back to the finals. That is my prediction. Warriors in 6. On the other end, I think this Heat Celtics series is going to be insane. Now, the Celtics are playing out of their minds right now, so I do give them a lot of credit. Jason Tatum is a monster.
Oh, I think they're going to win the series.
You do that? You're picking Celtics?
Oh, yeah.
I think.
And
definitely.
how many?
I think Jimmy Butler obviously is a star on that team, and he's been in this league for a long time, and I have a lot of respect for him. But I think Jason Tatum is a better player, and I think they have
the Celtics, when they sit these guys, it gets kind of shaky. You know what I mean? So I got
a feeling that series is going to go to 7.
I think it's going to be a 7. I think and it's going to be a crazy.
They get worn out, and me and Bart win our bet,
and the Warriors win it all, baby. I'm still keeping
Warriors.
The Warriors are winning it all. That is my prediction. I said it before the playoffs. I'm sticking to it. Warriors win it all.
Nice.
Yeah, they might. They very well might.
I'm excited for that series, actually. I think they're both going to be fun series. I do. They start on tomorrow, I believe, is Heat and Celtics, and Wednesday starts Warriors and Mavericks.
Yeah, okay. So it's same, almost the same playoff concept as
every other day. Actually, we'll have a basketball game pretty much. So let's get into baseball, bro. It has been a long, our last podcast was before the season, which is bad on our part, but
the last one was opening day.
We'll be back regularly now, thank God. But
I hope
the season has come off to a fantastic start. Not for just the Yankees, but for the Mets as well. New York sports right now is insane. The Mets are looking very good. The Yankees are just a juggernaut right now where they're just winning they're literally 18-3 in their last 21 games.
Finally,
look at that.
Getting a little love.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
We've just been the ass of the doldrums, of the ass of the basement, of the ass of every league for the longest time, and I've been so sick of it.
Yeah.
But it's starting to look all right, baby.
Yep.
Coming back. Rangers won a series.
Start.
What?
But it's been a fun start for sure. Garrett Cole didn't start off the season well. It was looking kind of weird. It was like 5-5 Yankee team, and you were like, all right, slow start again, whatever. And then just 11 straight, and they're off. And now they can't.
Nasty Nestor coming in, baby.
It's
Nasty
crazy.
Nestor.
But here's the great thing. The Yankees pitching staff, dude, has the lowest team ERA in baseball.
Yeah.
Their highest starting ERA at the time was Severino with a 3.75. I don't know what he's going to do tonight, so he'll hopefully lower that. But
Let's hope.
Nasty Nestor Cortez, your boys. You guys love him.
Nasty
He
Nestor.
has a 1.35 ERA, leading Major League Baseball. And unfortunately, I hate this prick, but Justin Verlander is 2 with a 1.38 ERA.
All right.
And I can't stand that bastard, but he is good, and he's still proven he's freaking as old as he is. He's still...
If everything stays even from this point forward, they're not going to give Verlander another Cy Young. That's going to Nestor.
Imagine Nestor Cortez win a Cy Young. I mean, this is way far-fetched, so I'm not saying that's going to happen.
Nuts.
I know,
but
it
would be a story.
I've been calling for this guy since last year, saying that
I will give you that. You have for sure.
Garrett Cole is very good, but that's their ace.
Yeah, literally.
So if he keeps this up all year long, there's no reason he shouldn't win a Cy Young.
No, he definitely
should.
He was like
he
reliever
started
too.
early, like 4 innings for Nestor, 5. Now he's pitching 7+ and dominating. So
yeah, well,
dude,
yesterday he pitched, right? And he pitched 8.
Yeah,
8 and 8 Ks.
8 innings. I think it was like 3 hits, 7 Ks, something like that. It's crazy. 1 run. I mean, the dude is. It's actually kind of shocking. And because you look at him and you're like, he's not throwing anything good. And then you watch him, and then you hear these teams after the games, and they're like, his stuff plays up, and nobody realizes that. Like, he throws a 92-mile-an-hour fastball, but because of how it comes out of his hand, it feels like it's 96. You know what I mean?
So it's mustache and junk, and he's going for it, baby.
Dude, and I'm happy for him. I am happy for him. He's 27 years old. It's crazy. The dude is killing it.
My age. That's kind of crazy, too.
Love him.
It's wild. It's wild. I'm happy for him. He's got a nice story going.
Love him. Nasty Nestor.
But Tyone's pitching great. Garrett Cole is back to being Garrett Cole.
Yeah, Cole.
Severino looks pretty good.
Great. And he should come back to the form of the ace that he's supposed to be and that we want him to be. But even if Nestor stays at this level and he happens to be a number 2 and Severino can dog it out and be a hardcore number 3, shit. You kidding me?
Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah. I mean, listen, I don't want to put too much into the Nestor yet. I want to see how far this goes. But if he does it, I'm
going all the way, baby.
Thrilled about it.
All the way.
Thrilled about it. I'm fine with it. That's another starter that everybody will be scratching their head about. So that's great. But how about Judge and Stanton? So you guys want to hear some stats? Check this out.
Jesus.
So I read last night, Stanton and Judge, they were a run shy and a home run shy of their numbers into the same amount of games this season that compared to 2017 when Judge hit 52 and Stanton hit 59.
Jeez.
They're on pace for those numbers practically, just about.
Exactly.
Right
but
now.
They were on different
obviously,
teams
very early, not to put a lot into it. But the fact that they're playing like this together and they're mashing, it's kind of scary for all teams.
Yeah.
This Yankee lineup, the defense has been incredible. I mean, let's be real right now. This has been a welcome.
You're referring to a season where one finished first in the MVP and the other finished second, and they were on different teams. Yeah. Now they're on the same team.
I know. That's true. Fair enough.
That's troublesome.
That's true. That's very true.
You know, could you imagine? They could finish first and second in the MVP this year in the American League and be on the same team.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, like I said, right now they do like the end of the month kind of takes on like MVP, who the front runners are. Right now they're saying AL MVP is either between Trout or Judge right now.
Right.
But in the NL, they're saying it's Bryce Harper. And speaking of the National League, Bryce Harper has been on a tear.
Yeah.
Machado has looked great. Arenado has looked. That is a juggernaut league right now.
Yeah, but it's tough because whoever comes out of the AL, and obviously we hope it's the Yankees and all that,
mm-hmm.
but they're going to be tough to deal with. And
Yeah.
in NL, the Dodgers look like, just on paper, like, how are you going to mess with them? The Mets look amazing. I root for the Mets too.
Mm-hmm.
So the NL is going to be the toughest to get out of, but the AL is going to be the toughest to beat. Is my opinion.
Yeah, that seems right. Yeah,
that does seem right.
I'm looking at some live scores right now. It is 8-0 Cubs, and it's the about to be the bottom
Who are
of
the
the
Cubs
second.
facing?
The Pirates. They are just put up 8 runs in the first inning.
Yeah. Did you? Oh, speaking of the Pirates, how about the Pirates winning a game without getting a hit? It's only happened.
Oh, that's just another.
It's on
That just goes to
time
show how much of
in
a.
MLB history that a team has won without getting a hit.
That just goes to show how
Second
much of
time,
a
right? I know
trash bag
someone
team
else did. Yeah.
the Reds are.
It's honestly insane.
And they have
It's
great pitching too, but
Reds
they can't
can't
do anything
win.
on offense.
They
Mets
can't win.
combined no hitter. I know you wanted to touch on that, Shawnee. Mets combined no hitter.
Hey,
Okay.
the no hitter.
Mets combined no hitter. I
Ooh.
gotta give the Mets. They're playing some good ball.
Yeah.
They're playing some good ball.
Speaking
I
of,
hate giving you credit with that, but they're playing some good ball.
They've leveled out a little in the last 10 games or so, but
They're still doing fine now.
No, they're still fine, but they were lighting it up like the Yankees have been.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Kind of leveled out a little, but
I'm a little shocked in the Phillies and the Braves. And when I say shocked, I don't mean maybe they're just off the slow start, so that's okay. But the Braves have been very up and down all year, like a 500 baseball team, barely 500 actually. And the Phillies, man, their pitching and bullpen is just it's not good. They're hitting and carrying the Phillies, and I feel bad for Girardi over there because he's like,
yeah, well, you can make your bed and lie in it.
Pretty much, yeah, exactly.
But with the
Mets, the Mets just continue at this pace, even the not juggernaut Mets where they started off the season like,
Right. So I'm a little worried, but they still have a 6-game lead on the division.
Yeah, and the Yankees I think are 4.5 right now over Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
So
and
no,
also
they're 5.5.
It's 5.5 now.
Yeah. So it's only a half game difference, but 6 games. You're good. And I feel like they are the best team in the division. And
they definitely right now for sure.
And if DeGrom comes back and starts pitching like DeGrom, forget it.
Oh, that's actually scary. It's actually scary.
But it's scary for Mets fans too, because will that happen? And honestly, if they could stay at this pace and just wait, if he comes back a month before the postseason and they're right where they are now, and he could come back and pitch like he's capable of, I'd be fine with that.
So Buck Showalter said he didn't want to touch too much into it. He said that DeGrom is where he needs to be. That's all he gave. He didn't say that he was ahead of schedule or, behind, but he said that he's going to take whatever time they take with him. So, the question is going to be how healthy is he? Is this stress factor going to hurt him to the point where he can't be himself this year? Is it going to be like maybe a 90% DeGrom where he's not throwing 100, but he's throwing 95, 94? Okay.
I would take that.
Yeah, all day. All day.
I don't think he's not capable of throwing 95. He's going to come back throwing 100. It's just a question of...
That's what's scary about it. Because it's
all whether or not he can stay healthy.
Exactly. And it sucks because DeGrom isn't a phenomenal talent. So it's like, okay, well...
When he's healthy and dealing, he's the best pitcher in all of baseball, no question.
For sure. I mean, the guy's done it time in and time out now. I mean, it just sucks that since that 2018 where he won 2017, 2018, he won the Cy Young? Or 2018, 2019, one of the two.
Yeah,
he won
18,
19.
18-19, yeah, he won with 2 wins basically, but the Mets didn't do shit on offense.
Exactly. For everybody listening out there, some breaking news today. We are finally not just on Facebook, but we are on YouTube. Thank you, Jimmy.
Hit me, baby.
Oh, that is big. So anybody that wants to get in and listen on this that doesn't have Facebook, or people that are complaining to me, oh, when are you having this podcast? Can I watch it on other platforms? Yes, YouTube is the next one. After this, we'll try to get on iTunes, Spotify, etc. So, but we're doing it slow steps at a time. All right. So just bear with us.
Yeah.
A lot to put into this. Not too easy. So yeah, that's a big thing. The Mets look good though. They really do.
It's a beautiful time for New York, babe.
It really is. It really is. Overall, I'm happy with the numbers.
Since we got one side of the coast, how about over on the West Coast and both LA teams doing good? And another no-hitter there. Another no-hitter with Detmers.
The Dodgers, the Padres, and the Giants are just duking it out right now.
Right, and then got the Eagles in the American League. Like, it's great.
The Rockies and the Cardinals. Listen to me. The Diamondbacks are literally playing great baseball. All five of those teams. I'm not saying that the Rockies or the Diamondbacks are going to win, because they will probably fall off eventually. But the fact that 5 teams are practically, I think, either 500 or better right now, it's insane. It's insane.
Oh, right.
Yeah, let's see what we got. I can check the standings.
Juggernaut division.
But what I like about that is, like a good neighbor, stay over there. Just right on the West Coast. I ain't got to deal with you for now,
Yeah, literally, the Rockies are 17-17, 500.
Okay.
Arizona's 18-17. San Francisco's 20-14. San Diego's 22-13, and the Dodgers 21-12.
Wow.
We'll see you when we see you.
It's
every team is literally 500 or above in that division. That's crazy. That is a wild division right now.
That is, yeah. That is absolutely.
That's the first time.
Anyway.
So, speaking of a good prediction that I have to just toot my own horn on this one. But the Angels are showing, when they're healthy, how good they are. And now, their pitching still is whatever. This kid Detmers that pitched his first ever no-hitter in his 11th career game, which is amazing. Good for him. Congrats. That's sick.
And Syndergaard over here talking shit to the Mets. About that.
Shitting on the Mets. I've been
That's how no-hitters thrown.
Yeah. I was like, whoa, this guy's got some animosity towards that team. Jesus.
Look at you.
What are you looking at me for? That's But Trout and Ohtani are having monster seasons.
Oh, yeah.
They're looking good. Their hitting is very scary. Angels are hitting the ball. Unfortunately, the Astros came roaring back. Unfortunately, which we knew was going to happen, I guess. I hate that.
Around them.
I hate that damn team. But they've also beat some teams that were whatever. Listen, at the end of the day, it's on their schedule. They have to face them. It is what it is. But, not impressive 11-game win streak. They beat the Nationals, got blown out by the Nationals. They beat the Tigers. The Twins were the best team I think they faced in that whole 11-game winning streak. And the Twins are nothing to rave about. They're solid, but they're nothing to go wow about,
Twins are
The White Sox, however, been a pretty big disappointment so far. Hence, a lot of injuries, though. A lot of injuries.
Blue Jays are also kind of on that disappointment train as well.
Yeah. Yep. They are.
They're basically, they're winning now, but I mean they're 18-17, so.
Yeah, they're wild. They're only over 500. Jesus.
Yeah.
That's wild. Tampa Bay, man, they don't go anywhere. They do just not go anywhere. There, and we haven't faced them yet. So that's the big thing for me. The Yankees have beaten every team in that division. We have not faced Tampa Bay yet.
I would have expected Boston to be a little bit better too, and they've.
I'm loving every.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I love it. I love it too. But I mean, at the same time, you think they'd do worse than the fucking Orioles, and the Orioles are actually got one game better than them.
The Orioles are not the worst team.
I love it.
It's hilarious.
I love it.
Overall, the worst team is the Reds, and fucking it goes to show losing
the Red
with not even
Sox
giving
are
a
like
goddamn
the
hit.
bottom
Listen,
8
you throw
of
a
the league.
no-hitter. When you throw a no-hitter and lose 1-0, you have a problem.
You do
Yeah,
have a
it's bad.
severe problem.
But guess what? The
So-
Red Sox are still a bunch of hot-ons. And
I
they're
hate
losing real bad.
I'm literally so happy
Ugh.
that they're getting the shit beat out of them. It's
They-
great. It is great.
They are just getting pooped on.
Check this out, though. And not only that, but they're saying that Bogarts will be traded by the deadline if they don't start coming back from this,
Cool.
which I expect anyway, because Bogarts is done with the Red Sox after what they offered him.
Oh yeah, no, I bet it's just.
Which brings me up to another contract talk.
Oh,
Bring
Jesus
up the
Christ. Here we
Yankees.
go.
Aaron Judge, man. I know it's early. We still got to see what happens. Same thing.
The
But if
dollars
he
are going up
continues
every
on this
day.
pace, they got to throw the checkbook at him.
Yeah.
They have literally no choice.
They do.
Oh,
It's crazy.
Him wearing one of like 3 or 4 other jerseys next year.
Oh, dude, don't even say that. Oh my God, that would be brutal. It's honestly at this point, it's Cashman going up to him and saying, "Here's the checkbook. Write your number." I think because
Yeah.
if
No,
the
yeah.
Yankees do not pay him what he wants, he's walking. He's walking.
I would say I would give him more money for less years. So next year, I'd be like, okay, what did he turn down? 230 for 7 because he wanted 8 years. I'd just be like, here's 290 for 6. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and
do
with
we
an
think
opt out
$300
after 3 or
contract?
4.
Do we really pay him $300 million though? That's the question.
Close to it. But for 6, so you're paying him more, but you're paying
Over less years,
years that you think he's gonna mash.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you give him an opt out after 3 or 4 years to say, like, look, you keep doing it like this, you'll get yourself another contract. But either way, you're guaranteed 280, whatever they give him, 280 for 6. You know, with an opt out after 3, keep raking for 3 more years.
Oh yeah.
You can get another contract, even if it is another 6, same contract we gave you, 6 years then you're doubling down and whatever. But they were going to give him
he turned down 30.5 a year, and he wants Trout money. And I hate to say this, but he's not Trout. He's not. And I love Judge.
No.
I really, but he's not.
He's older. Give him higher average annual value for a lower period of time.
I understand what you're saying, but now you're talking about potentially giving him that $35 million a season, which Trout makes.
I'll gladly give him $35 million a season if I don't have to pay him for 10 years.
So you'd be okay, let's say, going 35 over 6 or 35 over 7.
Of course. Definitely
Really
6. Because you figure he's 30 now. So that would be $35 million a year for 6 years.
So you're looking at it for 6 years.
I was talking about giving him like 45 a year. Like,
dude,
a little too.
I don't want to get into that bracket with baseball players, man. It's starting to look
your
like
money
already.
Is it your money?
I need it
Do you
now.
really want to see a player getting paid almost $50 million a season?
It's so much more outrageous. 35, like.
And remember, it might not affect our actual pockets, but when we go to the game, it does. Remember that.
When we go to the game, we're all
you're paying $9.50 for a hot dog, and it goes up to $14.50. Thank Aaron Judge.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Beers are already $14.50. So now we're looking at $20 a beer.
Now you hit me.
Exactly.
Yeah, see? There you go. There you go. All of a sudden, just...
You know? But, yeah, no, but you got to pay Judge.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's not... I think he's worth the money per year. Is he Mike Trout? No. But he may hit more home runs than Mike Trout. He may actually stay more healthy than Mike Trout.
Fair. For sure.
Yeah.
Very fair.
He plays a very good outfield. He's got a bomb for an arm.
He doesn't even show it either.
His RBI potential is through the roof.
Hey, here you go. And it's just a dart.
Yeah, literally.
Literally just a dart.
Literally, and he throws it through.
So,
And it looks like it's coming. It's nothing out of his hand, too. It's true.
I would rather pay him a lot, which is not out of my pocket, of course, but over a smaller number of years than say, we got to pay him till he's 40. Because then guess what? Maybe if we pay him really hard for 6 years, then towards the end of his career, he'll take a discount to remain a Yankee. You know what I mean? Those last 3 years, maybe he's not quite as good. And
yeah, agreed.
And he'll take $15 million a year for the last
here's
what's a Yankee.
Here's what scares me about it. So you already have Garrett Cole on the books for big money. You already have Stan on the books for big money. You sign Judge. Is this going to be the Hal Steinbrenner thing where he says, okay, we're done with big contracts. Time to start doing fillers, kind of like what we did with Donaldson and kind of Falefa, and and I'm fine with it because guess what? Cashman so far has shut us all up and proved he knows what he's doing.
Right.
So nothing to say. I'm not going to start. He's nailed it on the head so far.
So if budget style, fill out the rest of the rotation. Maybe 2 years from now they open up the purse strings for another starting pitcher or whatever.
Yeah.
But he can budget out putting together a bullpen.
Yes.
Some filling pieces, and you have Stanton.
But you know what the problem is? I know how, I'm a big Yankee fan, but there's a lot of Yankee fans, man, just want to spend money. And it's like, oh, they should be every football player. That's not how it works. And it's like, nobody's going to give, unless you're the Dodgers, we don't want to have a $300+ million payroll. I mean, the Yankees payroll is what now? 240, I believe, right now, close to
something like that.
Yeah. A lot of money.
It's
a lot of money.
I think it's 260.
If it's even higher, I mean, it could be, but I thought it was around 240 something. But regardless,
and maybe the Mets is 260.
The Dodgers do that, and that's the Dodgers. They want to do that, let them do it. But eventually, it's like,
there's
okay, when you see Tampa Bay winning year in and year out, and I'm not saying they're winning the World Series, but hey, okay, ALCS Division Series with a $70 million payroll, you're going to get those owners that are going to go, are we doing something wrong? They're going to start scratching their heads. And you can't blame them. You can't blame them.
Yeah, but you have to figure out how to do it like they do. And you're not going to be able to just do that overnight. You know what I mean?
Agreed. And you know what? What makes me happy now is that more teams are spending. And what makes me even more happy is that people are starting to realize that money does not buy you championships.
Yep.
The Mets are spending money now, and they haven't won yet. Now, this is their first year spending, so that's, they're not even in that realm yet. But the point is, the Yankees have been spending forever. They haven't won a World Series since 2009. So I don't want to hear the Yankees buy their championship anymore, because at the end of the day, they have not won since 2009. They've not made a World Series. They've
also been spending less since George passed away.
So. Correct, but they're still over $200 million year in and year out. Except
they
were at
top 5 spenders. Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not going to sit here and shit on Hal, even though sometimes I think, okay, you're just being an asshole now. Like when he used that thing about investors and he's got people he's got to report to.
Yeah, that was
bro, your franchise is worth, literally, if you sold it, probably close to $15 billion. I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? Like, you bought it for $8 million. You're gonna make money and some. Right. Your generations are set. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's generational wealth on generational wealth.
Yeah. Forget about it.
But they spend, but they could. So to your point, they could afford to spend with the Dodgers, with the Yankees, even though, Uncle Cohen is, it's not really about making money for him with the Mets. He just,
he just wants to win, and he's a lifelong Met fan. Good for him. Good for him. And you know what? You're right. It's not his breadwinner. Yeah, well, he'll make money from it, obviously, but he's a hedge fund guy, and he makes billions on his own, so he doesn't need the Mets to help him.
Uncle Stevie wants to win championships for the Mets, and then
Yep.
he can supplement it, and I'm sure at the end of the day, he'll still catch a win from it.
Which, by the way, if the Wilpons would have actually cared, they would have actually been phenomenal people, and the Met fans would have loved the Wilpons for life. But instead, the Wilpons decided to pay Bobby Bonilla until 2035. So,
Right, which is just one stupid thing about it, but yeah.
It's unbelievable. No, but I'm just saying, you see the decisions that he made, the Wilpons versus what Cohen's doing, and it's like, dude, you guys were obviously the wrong people for this job. You know what I mean? Like,
not even close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just did not do the right thing.
No, ever.
So, what I wanted to touch up on, because a lot of people don't know the new playoff format, so I want to explain and how it works. I don't know if even you guys know this, so I'm going to actually say this. So,
it's playing, right?
No playing anymore. So how it works is there's going to be 6 teams in the American League, 6 teams in the National League. There will be 3 division winners, same exact thing as before. However, there will be a 1, 2, and 3 seed, and then it will be a 1, 2, and 3 seed for the wild cards.
Yeah.
Now, the 1 and 2 seed in the division winners will automatically go to the American League Division Series and National League Division Series. The 3rd seed in the division will face the 3rd seed wild card, which is the lowest wild card to get in a 3-game wild card playoff.
Are you sure?
I'm 100% positive, yes.
Because I heard something about
no. So it's
picking their opponent.
It's 2 teams.
You're wrong.
Huh? Talking to me?
Sean.
Oh. So it will be the 3rd seed division winner and the 3rd seed wild card facing each other in a 3-game series to go on to the American League East, American League Division Series or National League Division Series. The first 2 wild cards will also face off in a 3-game wild card series. So 1 and 2 seeds in the wild card face off against each other, and then the division 3rd winner and the wild card 3rd winner will face in a 3-game series. The first 2 divisions will get a bye. So that's how they're doing it now, which I'm okay with, because here's the thing. I like that it's no longer a 1-game playoff. Baseball is too long of a season to decide someone's fate in 1 game, so I'm happy that's gone.
Well, yeah, I'm happy about the 1-game playoff going away.
Yeah,
but
so 3-game series.
I'm not going crazy. You did hear this talk about people picking their opponents, right?
Correct. So, but how the first round will go, the division, like for instance, so let's just say the Yankees right now and it would probably be the Angels or the Astros, okay? So we'll just say the Angels. So the Yankees and Angels would be automatically into the American League Division Series. The Minnesota Twins would be the 3rd division seed. So they would win the division. They would end up facing the 3rd seed of the wild card. So let's say the wild card right now is the Astros, we'll just say the White Sox and
the Rays or whatever.
The Rays. We'll say the Rays, whatever. So the Rays would end up facing the Twins, and the White Sox would draw the Astros, and they would both be 3-game series.
Fine.
And then those winners would go on to face the other 2 that automatically.
Okay, what I'm saying is, what happened to that concept, which I thought was in place?
So I think once that wild card round is over, that's when the 2 top remaining seeds will get to pick what team they want to face at that point. But the wild card round is first. So that's how they're starting.
It was starting with the wild card.
So it will be the 2 top wild card teams facing each other, and then the 3rd division winner and the 3rd wild card winner.
Okay.
Which makes sense. I don't know if I like the 3rd division winner actually having to play a playoff game against the wild card, but I do understand the concept of why they did that, because then there's one odd team, and what are you going to do? So you have to.
Well, yeah, something about that. And
okay, they just barely won the division.
You won the division, but you didn't win as well as the other 2 did.
Correct. So it's like but then it's like you're discrediting winning. Well, I guess you're not discrediting, but now it means that you have to fight for a great record every season, which is kind of good too.
Right, and you win your division, cool. So you still have an advantage that you're playing the lowest seeded playoff team.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously you're getting home field advantage, but you didn't quite win as many games as the other 2. So
correct. So I think that's going to be cool. I want to see how this plays out, but I do like the 3-game wild card series officially. There is a wild card series, so now there are 4 rounds in baseball playoffs: wild card, divisional series, championship series, World Series. So I like this. I like how it's going.
Well,
Basically
that's
like the NFL.
Huh?
Basically like the NFL.
Yeah, in a sense, exactly.
Yeah, but it's always been whether it's one game or not, it's wild card, divisional.
Oh, I know, but now it's an actual series where it's not like, okay, it's a wild card night. Somebody's getting.
This is one game, so good luck, and then afterwards, then you got.
At least now, if the underdog loses game 1, okay, if they win the next 2 games, they can still get in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's okay. We have a chance.
Well, I'm with it.
So I do like that. I'm glad they didn't extend it past 6 teams, though. I'm very happy about that.
Yeah.
There's no reason why we need to have 14 out of the 30 teams make playoffs.
So I do hope they stick with some of the stuff that they were talking about before the season. I hope they get, minimize the shift next year.
Well, it's gonna be gone next year.
Say that again?
It's gonna be
not
gone.
gonna be gone. It's gonna
What?
be minimized.
What's gonna be gone? Oh, no, it's gone. Not minimized. Gone. They're taking it completely out.
No, Sean, you cannot move whatsoever.
No longer a shift allowed in baseball.
You can only.
And they're doing it. So now I'm 50-50 on that. I don't know what you guys' opinion is. I want to ask you though because I am curious.
I hate it.
I'd say no. Oh, you hate it. You said you loved it at the beginning. I can definitely
here's
tell you that too.
I love
it. Creates more offense in baseball, which sometimes when there's a dominating pitcher, we lack, and I get that. But at the same time, it's like, okay, so now we're telling baseball players that if you're strictly a pull hitter, you don't have to adjust. So it's like a 50-50 split. It's good for these pull hitters, but it's bad in a sense of now you're letting
guys who can spray the ball all over the field will still be able to do that.
Correct, but how many players do that?
Correct.
I'm talking about I'm not talking about any. What'd you say?
Correct.
I'm just saying like the actual natural pull hitter. So for instance, like Joey Gallo. Okay,
yeah.
Joey Gallo is strict pull. He barely will put one to
285 right now if it wasn't for the shift.
Okay, and what I'm saying is, if he has no shift next year, his numbers go up. His average goes up. All that goes up.
He's hitting like 285.
Yeah.
So now do we like that? Do we like that or no?
I do.
I think you should only move in certain parts of your play area. Really, like if you're gonna bunt, obviously move up. But if
I'm not talking about. That's been done for forever. If somebody's going to bunt, obviously you can move up to play on the ball. But I'm talking about, like, having 4 infielders on one side of the field or 4 outfielders or whatever the hell. Like that, I don't like. I don't know. I mean, you can call me the angry old man, but it's not really baseball.
Okay, angry old man.
That's why it's 50-50 to me, because I think it does increase offense in the game, which is cool, but then it also, makes players that are, and I can't fault players like Gallo either, because it's like, when you're, at the time, Gallo's what, 30 years old, 29, something like that?
Take, yeah.
Maybe 31, regardless.
Nah, in that neighborhood.
He grew up playing a certain way. They taught him to be this hitter and whatever. And I'm not saying that he doesn't have to adjust or he should try to adjust, but at the same time, it's like, okay, so now everything he learned is out the window because all these guys can shift over. So I do get that point of him. Now, going forward, do I think that minor league coaches, college coaches need to implement having balls spread all over the place?
Yes, and that's what I like.
And stuff like that? 100%.
Yeah, 100%. And that's what makes it good.
But then again, the problem is baseball has seen offenses go down, and they're trying to get the game more exciting. And I guess we have to evolve a little bit, and I hate that they touch baseball. I really do. But the fact that you need to evolve somewhat, I get. So I'm just going to say whatever, and let's see what happens. It might be more exciting. You never know.
I love it because you're just saying now you got to get college coaches to hit the ball tell their guys to hit the ball all over the field, and
it's all about training.
That's baseball. That's baseball. That's what I want to see guys do. And then if you're a true pull hitter, you're going to be in a better situation to be able to pull the ball when they can't put, 11 out of 9 guys on your side of the field.
Mm-hmm.
I know my math is flawed, but
no,
it's okay. I'm enjoying the video work by you.
Yes,
video work.
And by the way, the mic
work, just like
Jimmy.
Uh-oh, camera's gone. Hold on.
Oh boy.
It's okay. Wire's funky. We're good. I
don't see you guys. Hey, Jimmy, round of applause for oh, look at this guy.
Yeah, round of applause for what?
Round of applause for Sean's new audio.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations. Sounds great, pal.
Yeah, hold on.
Thanks to his wonderful girlfriend. Thank God.
Hold on. Copy. Can you eat shit? Eat shit.
Yeah.
Straight up, eat shit.
I will eat.
So
one for
whatever. Oh God, here he goes again. What is that? The Sonic stuff again?
No, it's Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, that's a new one.
Yeah, I got Crash, and then I got Sub-Zero.
Jesus.
I'll bring it in tomorrow.
Out a lot, but he just plays video games. It's ridiculous.
Hey, he is one of the best gamers. By the way, if anybody plays video games, you gotta follow Stradley on Facebook. Gotta do it. Kid's a good gamer. Can't lie. If you guys play Battlefield, Gran Turismo, what am I missing, Jimmy? Anything else I'm missing out there?
Yeah, it's oh, you know what? Actually,
yeah,
I don't have the disc for it. Here, I'll pop it up. Hold on.
Yeah. Anybody that's big in gaming, check Stradley out.
Also, I've already told him the day I give him even a dime to watch him play a video game is the day I put a bullet in my head. But,
oh yeah.
But I mean, hold on. This is our partner over here. We got to support,
Well, they got to support.
We're over here trying to do a podcast to get support. I mean, what's going on here, Sean?
Hey, support us, but.
So
here's one. Hopefully it pops up.
What are you looking for?
Hold on. You gotta wait for it to capture. It'll probably take a while. Just go ahead.
Oh, Lord in heaven.
So we are what? What are we in about? Well, what are the Yankees now? 25-9. So we're about 34 to 36 games in.
Yeah.
So
you're looking around the quarter mark of the season.
Yeah, about roughly. So it's been a good freaking first beginning part of the season. I'm happy.
25.
I'm happy. Yep. I mean, let's just keep rolling off these W's.
Yeah.
Nothing matters in the playoffs. You know what I mean? So as long as they make it, I'm happy. But at the end of the day, I want this team to be in the playoffs, not a striking out Judge or Stanton or pitching horribly. So let's see what happens. A long season.
It's a long season, and as I say, a quarter mark, it's probably closer to 20%. But yeah, they got to keep stepping on the gas, and nobody's saying they're going to keep up this same pace. Like they're not going to go 50-18 and 136 and
correct.
I mean, it would be nice if they stay close to that pace, but
what's your guys' biggest takeaway so far on the young season? Biggest takeaways
is that thank God the boppers for the Yankees and the guys that you were a little worried wouldn't be quite what they were have come out the gate playing to the expectations of the baseball cards from years previous to last year.
Fair.
Yeah.
What do you think? Not just about the Yankees. I'm talking about all of baseball. Biggest takeaway.
I'm also happy that the Mets look like a team that has a lot more moxie than they had last year.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say my biggest
better as a team, and obviously has an owner that will add at the deadline.
Well, deadline. We'll get into deadline talk.
Look off your face, but
we're definitely going to get into deadline talk soon as it starts heating up. But
we got that's down the train. Down the train tracks.
I would say the biggest takeaways I have right now would be The Angels really proving everybody wrong, and I'm happy about that for them because I think it's about time Trout makes the fucking playoffs because the guy deserves to be there every year.
He's been wasting away over there.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
As far as the Astros, I mean, it is what it is. Gonna hang around, unfortunately. But they're good. I'm not gonna sit here and bash them because I really can at the end of the day. The Mariners, like I said, they need to show me something, and that's why I didn't pick them early this year. When we did our predictions, the Mariners were hyped up to be this really good team this year, and I'm not taking anything away. They are better, but until they show me something different, I'm not jumping on that bandwagon. So that's where I stand on them. They're just, to me, they're still very up and down. They're a 500 baseball team. So
only team that beat the Mets in a series so far this year.
But look at that series though, and that just gives my credit to the Mariners.
The Mets very well could have won that game yesterday.
Easily.
And a comeback.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about. They're not. Listen, a win's a win. I'm not taking that away from them, but show me something. Like this is not a team that's going to go far if they're going to play the way they're playing now. That's all I'm saying.
No, not at all.
So that's that. The Milwaukee Brewers are running away with the Central, which we all called. I believe we all picked the Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I did too. You did, or you said St. Louis, Sean?
I don't think Jimmy picked anybody because I think that particular day when we were picking was with Hofer.
Was it? Yeah, it might have been. But either way, I mean, I think I mean, that's what you thought anyway, Brewers, right, Jimmy?
Yeah.
I was definitely wrestling.
I was in the background making fun of you.
Yeah, that's true.
But at the same time, I said Brewers too.
So all right, great. So yeah, Brewers are running away with it. That's an easy telltale. The NL West is up for grabs, man. We said the Dodgers. I'm gonna stick with the Dodgers just because that was my prediction.
Yeah.
But there really might be 3 teams that come out of the West this year in the NL.
Yeah. In the NL West, I can't say that there wouldn't be, right? Like
our the only pick that I think Sean, you said the Yankees were what? You said the Yankees were going to win the division or no?
Yeah, I believe I did.
You did. I'll give you that. I said the Yankees would finish second to the Blue Jays. So, I mean, like I said, still a long season, but I gotta say the Blue Jays are a little disappointing.
The AL East, aside from the Yankees, are a little disappointing.
I said the Braves in the NL East, and I'm not looking good on that pick at all right now. So,
and I'm certain I said the Mets. So.
No, you said the Mets. You picked the Mets to win the World Series, actually.
Yeah, right.
Against the White Sox, by the way, which are not doing well. So, but I think the White Sox will still turn it around because that division is horrible, to be quite honest.
I think so too.
The Twins, I don't see the Twins. The Twins won't. I mean, if the Twins compete, fine, but I don't think they're going to make it. I don't. Unless the White Sox really fall apart. That's the only way.
Look, if the Twins and the White Sox make the playoffs and the Twins ever have to see the Yankees.
Yeah, well, we know the answer. We know the answer to that, exactly.
Yeah.
That we are 100% their nemesis. They just can't beat us.
Yeah. They just
However, I don't want to draw them again just because I feel like eventually that has to end, and I don't want that.
There is an odd.
You know what I mean? It's like the betting odds on it would be insane, but it's very possible.
Yeah. No.
Hey, just some
only 11 times.
Astros pitchers helped off the field after an incident on a stretcher. Jake Odorizzi from the Astros is helped off the field after an incident with the Red Sox. Something happened. Let me see. Non-contact injury versus the Red Sox. Jake Odorizzi helped off the field.
That being said, what's going on with the Yankee game?
They're winning 4-1.
Yep. What inning we got, Jimmy?
We are in the top of the 6th. LeMahieu just struck out.
Sevy is still pitching?
Sevy, for now, is still listed as a pitcher. 6 strikeouts already, 2 walks, an earned run, a hit.
Sorry,
I'm pitch counts.
Box scores.
Nice. That's what I'm doing too, so it's okay.
Why don't you do me a favor? Give me a score update on it. I got some bets going in tonight. Anybody that bets, we got some. We're gonna start doing some picks probably next week on the podcast.
Sure.
Um,
So far we've got Yankees over the Orioles 4-1. We got Tigers over the Rays 2-1. That's the bottom of the eighth.
That's not good for
we
me.
got Marlins over the Nationals 4-1. That's the bottom of the seventh. Blue Jays over the Mariners 2-0. Bottom of the sixth. Red Sox over the Astros top of the first. Top of the sixth. It's 2-1. Braves and Brewers are tied in the fifth inning. The Cubs are annihilating the Pirates 9-0. Bottom fifth. Syndergaard's getting whipped now. It's the top of the second. The Rangers are winning 6-3. White Sox are beating Kansas City 3-0. Top of the fourth.
When I tell you I had a pick right in the last 5 days,
yeah.
I mean, I had a parlay tonight of Oakland, the Yankees, the Rays.
Don't cry to me.
Yeah.
Rays,
and then
Oakland, Angels, and someone else. I think Brewers. And I don't understand. Everything has fell apart this week. It's been a horrible week for
I want to turn my podcast.
Some great money.
I haven't won a bet in a month.
And then we've got the Giants and Rockies just started.
Rockies and Giants. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's an interesting.
Yankees, and I think I got a lot of stuff covered, but I'm not quite there yet.
Yeah, Stan already got a hit. I know you need him to hit a home run. I think you said, right?
No, Rizzo
so far is not looking good.
I needed a Stanton hit. I needed an IKF hit, which I got. I think I need to cover. I don't know.
Did you need Donaldson? Because Donaldson got a hit too.
Donaldson has 2 now.
Hold on, please pause.
He's paused.
Yeah, sorry.
Here we go.
So what do we got here? All right, I need over 1.5 runs. That's not looking good. I need the Yankees by 2. That's not terrible. IKF for a hit. We got that. Stanton for a hit. We got that. Glaber for a hit. We got that. Rizzo for a home run. So how about Rizzo hits a grand slam and I just take the whole shit home?
That'd be sick.
Oh, Sean, you missed it. Jimmy was just impersonating you perfectly.
He can't do that because his hair's too red.
Oh, I beg to differ, my friend.
Sharp because his head is pointed.
So, yeah, we will get going tonight. But I'm sorry that it took us, about 4 weeks to get back on this. But I hope everybody had a good holiday. Great that baseball season's back. We'll touch on the playoffs.
Great. Wait, what?
What'd you say?
Never mind.
We'll touch on the playoffs, see how these series are going in the NBA, hockey playoffs, and we will see you guys next week. We will let you guys know. Follow our pages, Tucci's Take Podcast on Instagram, also on Facebook, and now YouTube. Jimmy, am I correct?
Yes, on my channel on YouTube.
Okay, so Jimmy, what is that? So people can follow.
Yeah, I'll tag it. I can't what's it called?
Yeah.
It's Stradley,
Gotcha.
but
Gotcha.
It's not as easy as what's it called?
Facebook. Gotcha. So
that was seamless.
You guys, I love it. It's hilarious. Sean, anything else you want to say? You want to thank Marianne live on the podcast for the microphone? Or?
I doubt she'll hear it, but if she does, Thank you for the microphone, my sweet love. I love you.
You want to thank any special drinks as well?
Yes, this one goes out to Natty Daddies and Newport Red 100s.
All righty. Oh, here we go. I can't wait for our sponsorships. This should be fun.
That's great. Harman Kardon sponsor us.
Yeah, so 100%. That'll be sick.
That way, when we fucking hear our voices, we're like, "Hey guys, how are you doing there?"
It's okay, Sean. Don't worry.
You're
good. You just leave your microphone the way it is. We're good.
Yeah.
Okay. Ladies, gentlemen, take it easy.
Boys,
we'll talk to you guys next week.
Out there in
podcast. Please give us a follow. Give us some feedback. Give us some questions. I like all that stuff. And I know Sean will give us some anger hopefully next week. He didn't really give us any this week. So
you know what?